Human interaction models. The scenarios for the patterns of thinking in managing issues, crises, or problem-solving, according to human interaction models, encompass 6 scenarios. These include the win-lose scenario, the lose-lose scenario, the lose-win scenario, the win-win scenario, the win-only scenario, and the win-win, no-deal scenario. Totem pole mindset. The totem poles are architectural sculptures carved from large trees, often using giant cedar trees for this purpose. They carved these trees during the times of indigenous civilizations in the Pacific Northwest coastal region of North America. The word totem is derived from the local Ojibwe word Ojibwe or Ojibwe, meaning a group of relatives. During that historical period, the affluent leaders were the ones responsible for carving these totem poles, symbolizing their social status, family influence, and clan hierarchy. Upon closer inspection of these totem poles, the arrangement of relatives in terms of power descends from top to bottom. The winner or the one who prevails stands at the top of the pole, while those lower down represent the losers. This human model often manipulates people's emotions and destinies to achieve their goals, reinforcing an authoritarian approach to their leadership style. They adhere to the motto of "if I win, you must lose." They are characterized by spreading rumors, advancing at the expense of others, and being plagued by jealousy and envy towards the success of others. Definitely, those who adhere to the win-lose style often rely on their personalities, positions, social status, and the authorities granted to them. They use these attributes as leverage in their negotiations, showcasing their high bargaining power. Downward spiral mindset. The philosophy of the loser-loser scenario points to a personality that relies entirely on himself, and lacks a true sense of direction. In this scenario, both parties in negotiation will lose, giving rise to mutual desires for revenge, which might ultimately lead to a neutral withdrawal or exit from the conflict. The negotiating parties overlook the fact that withdrawal can be akin to surrender, and that revenge is a double-edged sword, a truth that acknowledged. In the case where the parties of win-lose scenario persist in stubbornness and self-righteousness, it will ultimately lead them into the pitfalls of the lose-lose scenario. Doorstep mindset. Individuals with this mindset, the lose-win scenario, lack the courage to express their own feelings and convictions. Others' self-centered power easily intimidated them. They have no demands, expectations, or vision. They are quick to calm down and be satisfied. They seek power from their popularity and acceptance by others. They suffer from a lack of self-respect, and always consider themselves inadequate, repeatedly compromising their human standards. They give others the opportunity to pressure them, continuously lowering their own human standards. The term doorstep is used as a metaphor for those who leave their thinking and mind at the doorstep of negotiations doors. Satisfaction mindset. The win-win scenario signifies that what it will agree upon is mutually beneficial for both parties. This mindset perceives the benefit as mutual and not restricted to one party over the other. It represents the nominal path to resolving disputes. Those with a win-win mindset always feel joy for the success of others, and they have an abundance of generosity. They will acknowledge the achievements of others, and view life from the perspective of contentment in everything. Ego mindset. Individuals with the ego model always seek to secure their own goals, and leave others to secure their goals themselves. They do not want others to lose, because they consider this matter to be unrelated to them. The most important thing for them is to get only what they want. Profit-sharing mindset. Individuals of this mindset always want to emphasize that there is no deal in principle, if they cannot reach a solution that benefits both parties. Their stance is that we should agree not to make a deal that could arise from the current negotiation process, unless we agree to it, through the win-win scenario, meaning agreeing on the scenario before the negotiations begin. Both the ego and the win-win agreement models, and the scenarios they reflect, are rarely observed during negotiation processes, especially if these negotiations occur within an institutional framework, rather than between individuals. However, they should be acknowledged, so that negotiators have a complete understanding of all human interaction models, enabling them to deal with these models, and devise their negotiation strategies and tactics accordingly.